Hello there and welcome back to Banished and Kingswood. So, last time I opted for, well, at least almost continuing the project of turning the area here into more or less a leather factory, and we're going to continue that project today. I've set up so far 2 pastures, but we also have to set up the area over here. We'll be setting up, once again, hunters, but also I need a herbalist, or a couple more herbalists, since we're actually running low on herbs too. So there's a lot of little buildings that needs to be done, more or less, and we'll also be working on clothes, of course, but it shouldn't be anything to worry about. We have a ton of tools. We have a ton of lumberjack. Lumber what? Oh, produce 50,000 logs within the 100-year period. Well, that's good. We already are at 50,000. I believe there's an achievement at 100,000 too, if I'm not completely mistaken. So we might get that too. We'll have to see, especially if I add a couple more into the equation, more or less. We'll see. But as I said, for now, we'll continue once again. We're trying to make the area well built, more or less, and then we'll see how we start after that. But I'm pretty sure that building the area shouldn't be too much of a problem. Once again, I'll probably have someone starving to death simply because they ran too far from their homes. But we'll simply have to wait and see. I doubt that will be too much of an issue this time, but it could be. Once again, we'll simply have to wait and see what people actually end up doing. But yeah, I'll allow the buildings to be finished, and then we'll consider what we'll do in terms of building I guess, the 5th village. We'll wait and see. We've gotten another award here, foodie, which means that I've basically gotten, I believe it's 2,000 food from every food group in the game in a single year. That is good. That means that we have a diverse and steady supply of, well, virtually everything. We also have a good amount of stored out of both logs, stone, iron, and also firewood for trading, so that is also perfect. But I think we're still having problems with the leather. It's slowly but surely, or the won't count coats. What the hell am I even saying? They won't count coats. Well, all the storage of them. It's going down, so we definitely need to rectify that by well, adding a couple more cattle bundles, and it shouldn't actually be too much of a problem. I need to find. I guess we'll split off from here. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, and I'll probably just keep on creating more cattle setups rather than anything else. I'm pretty sure that is all I will need. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem here. Let's see here. There we have one, and split. So I'm a little bit unsure how we'll actually set this up in terms of pasture wise. Let's see here. Kidding me? Is there a... Yeah, it's a small hill here that's actually screwing things up. And that is of course very, very sad, because that means I can't actually set up a proper pasture there. I'll have to set up 2 smaller ones. So let us set up one like that, and let us set up one below that again. Once again, these pastures won't be the biggest, but they'll do the job, more or less. We simply need a lot of them in order to get enough leather, but it'll also help the food production. So it's not a completely terrible idea per se to set up many of these. So can I fit one up here, or how big can I actually fit one? I can fit a tiny one. Yeah, we'll go for that. The only problem that I'm currently seeing with my plan is that we might actually run out of cattle before we get to an interesting point, or actually can fill up all of these pastures. And we're also getting very close now to the borders. So we'll set up one pasture to the north and one to the south of the road, and I think that'll actually be. And once we've set up that, I'll actually call it the quits for now. Hopefully, it'll be enough, as I said here, to solve the problem with skins, but it might not be. We'll simply have to wait and see here. We can always hope, more or less. So we're going to build the pastures here. And once we've built them, we'll probably go ahead and remove the stone and iron from the area over here. I'm pretty sure that someone will die doing that, but it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make for the good of the realm, more or less. You know, it simply has to be done in order to maximize the amount of leather and everything they can actually get. And it seems like I might actually have to build a barn over here as well, just to make sure they have somewhere to deposit the food without actually dying on the trip to do so. I do not need the 16 sheep. I do need some coal, however. So we are going to buy the coal that this guy is currently offering us. All 300 of them. And I think we're also going to go ahead here and invest in... do I want to invest in about 500 logs? I think I do. Iron. I guess we can take 200 of that. And... 200 stone. Just to add to it. We're paying 100 units, so... 1475? Yeah. I guess this is a fair enough deal. We'll go for that, which means that we now have a ton of extra resources, which is always good. I have no need for your chickens, matey. You can go home. But yeah, of course, setting up the pastures is definitely going to be it's going to be very useful. Let's just be honest about that. Of course, once again, some people might die even this close to the biggest city here, but it's potentially necessary. Yeah, already dead to starvation, which is, it's not good, but nothing really I can do with that. So I'm going to allow the pastures here to be built, and then we'll decide on what we'll build next afterwards. Judging by the fact that we have an abundance of stone and starvation has become a major issue, really. I'm actually going to go ahead and start upgrading some of the roads, especially the roads leading to and from, well, the city and down to, well, the other areas. We're basically going to upgrade these for the sole purpose of making said transit a little bit, well, better for the people and also go faster. So they should actually be, I'm pretty sure this will benefit us in the long run. That is at least what I am hoping, and hopefully it will, more or less. So I'm going to most likely try and upgrade everything into stone roads. We do have 1200 stone, so it shouldn't actually be that much of a problem actually doing this investment. Of course, if I want to build a secondary house before this, then it might actually have been beneficial to do that, but for now we're just going to do a little bit of upgrades to, as I said, most of the roads, I think, just to make sure that people can move to and from the places where they need to go a little bit faster. So I'm going to, as I said, take the major roads and make sure that they are, well, upgraded. That is the main plan here. The roads that connect the cities, more or less. So it is going to be expensive stone-wise, and it's going to be annoying to upgrade every single road this way. But it has to be done, simply because of the fact that if I do not, more people will die to starvation, I fear. So all in all, I think this is actually a positive upgrade. We'll have to see if it actually pays off or not. So I guess my builders have, or laborers, builders, whoever, have more than enough to do now. So I'm going to allow them to fix the stone roads, and we're going to set up everything else while we wait for them to do that. It seems like this year's farming yield would be phenomenal. Most of these have close to 100%, and that is ridiculous. It'll bring a ton of food into everything. So it seems like I have at least, I don't know if it's simply because of the fact that I've tried to optimize the cities. It might be, but I'll allow myself to doubt that. So I think things are looking good. Also, when it comes to this area, it's almost done. There's just 2 missing here. I don't really have anything to split the cattle from, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit just to allow the cattle to reproduce, so I can actually put them in more of the pastures. So we'll simply have to wait while that happens. But it doesn't really seem to be too much well, there is a little bit of progress here when it comes to the paved roads, but not too much. We'll have to wait to see if the people can make it work down the line here. And I'll take the 200 stone this guy's bringing to upgrade some more paved roads. And I'll also take the logs, because we can turn that into, well, more things, more or less. We'll trade 500 firewood for that. I have no use whatsoever for that iron, so you can keep that. yeah, things are definitely looking good here. We'll do a little bit of paving of the roads before we actually do next city, I guess. And I'm a little bit unsure if I actually want to do a. Do I want to buy the cattle? No, I don't. Do I want to buy some food? No, I don't. So, as I said, I'll do a little bit of consideration whether or not I want to build the city here, or if I want to actually build it here. That's actually even further away from where I was before. So, if I actually opt for building a city that is up here, I'm pretty sure that I'll allow myself to do a single thing first, and that is actually set up a paved road system in order to at least allow people to move about a little bit faster. But we'll basically have to wait and see for now. I'm pretty sure that the paved roads will be built now during winter, since, well, most of the workers will be available to work then. So I'm actually going to try and upgrade every single road right now. So it'll be interesting to see how my city looks afterwards. But yeah, I'm just going to upgrade everything. It should, in theory, make things more efficient, which is what I like. So that is basically why we're doing this. We'll see if I can actually upgrade the entire city. I'll probably run out of stone before I do that, though. We'll see. So, we're having a pretty mild winter here, and as you can see, I've decided to, as I said, more or less upgrade the entire, well, road structure here. And I think that's going to pay off in the long run. It'll probably take a couple of years to actually upgrade with every single road here. But it should go fine here. We already have someone dying of starvation. We're not even, well, really building anything, which is even more worrisome, really. But it seems they're really slow at upgrading the roads, which is a little bit, once again, worrisome. I have no idea what actually is needed to make them work faster, but if this is the speed, or this is the amount of road they can do at once, then I'm definitely going to be in trouble. I'm also opted for upping the amount of firewood in each of the trading centers to 2,500. That should allow me to get basically whatever I want, which is of course very important, very nice to have. And apparently here my health went up to full 5 hearts, which is a little bit surprising, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, also the cowl is doing nicely. I'll have to wait a little bit longer before I can set up the last one here. But yeah, other than that, things are going fine. I'll probably use a couple of years now to just allow time to pass and get the road set up here. I thought it would go faster, but apparently it's... Heck, a snail would move faster, to be perfectly honest. They have done this in about a year. They're just about as fast as the road workers in my country are, and they are terribly slow. No, they really are terribly slow. They can begin 1 year on a little stretch of asphalt and then be done 5 years after. But yeah, I'm going to have to wait and see how long it'll actually take to get this done. So, it seems that one of my orchids here, I'm actually developed an infestation. And to be fair, that simply means that it needs to be cut down. It's not rocket science, it's simply cut it down and allow it to grow again from anew. It's not a problem. The a bigger problem here would simply be if it spread to one of the farms. I got the achievement Stylish, which means that I basically now, if my memory serves me correctly, clothed my people with warm coats or clothed 200 more people with warm coats for 4 years. So it's not really an impressive achievement, but it's a nice one to have nonetheless. And it seems like we're going to get a good yield this year too. I would presume that's mostly due to the fact that we actually have mostly educated people. I was a little bit late in building another school. So as a result here, the educated percentage went down to 95, which is not the best since the achievement demands over a prolonged period of time. Apparently putting 20 people as a builder didn't speed anything up here, so I'm going to just put them back into the labor pool. But yeah, we might actually get into a bit of a problem here with food if the populace just keeps on growing like this. So I might have to, as I said, build a secondary village for, well, farming, and a secondary farming village potentially. But for now, it seems like at least the warm coat setup here has more or less, well, stopped. So I guess that is a positive note. But other than that, we're just going to keep on doing what we have been doing. and hopefully the roads here will be built before, well, taking too long. It's going very, very slowly, but that's really no, it's actually speeding up now. Yeah, they've actually gotten their asses in gear. That is nice. So, do I want to take some more coal? Well, we might as well take it since we have the opportunity here. I think we'll take 350 coal. We'll take 200 iron, just to make sure they're about equal. And with that, I guess we'll take 500 stone, just to make sure I have enough for the road. And then we have 73. Let's see, and what is that? That is 373. Oh, I missed, but I got close. Oh, 69. My bad. You whiny brats. 200 then, and then we remove whatever is still with payment. Create another 50, so that would mean that I have to create another, what, 12? 13? God damn it, let's not take any logs at all. And then we remove 100 and... no, just 100. 1913. Trade. Thank you. But yeah, we're going to continue the road project next time. The paved road, that is. I'm going to set it up, I think, for the entire village, as I said. We have enough stone to do so. And if the paved road actually increases the speed of, or the moving speed a lot, then it could be used to prevent starvation deaths, and potentially can also be used when I decide to, well, start building in this area as well. So it could be really useful. We'll simply have to wait and see. But for now, this is the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.